Hello, everybody. This is Chase from the Patriotic Chronicles, and today we're going to be discussing something that I would have discussed a couple days ago if I knew that this would be the case. But now that we have some somewhat breaking news, um, Senator Mitt Romney from the state of Utah announces that he is pretty much retiring. He's not seeking re-election, and he's quoted as seeking a new generation of leaders. Now, Mitt Romney, I I guess was going to rerun. Um, I know he's a staunch anti, kind of like extremist part of the party. In the Republican Party, he's more of a moderate, and I thought that he was going to try to keep this seat and try to keep, if former President Trump gets reelected, try to not keep him from doing anything, but more of keeping him under control to an extent. Because with Democrats likely to lose the Senate, because they're at a strict disadvantage the Senate cycle, I could definitely see, someone like Mitt Romney running. But that is not the case anymore. Mitt Romney has decided not to run. Um, he's criticized both the former president, Donald Trump, and current President Joe Biden on mainly age. And he's kind of saying that we need to elect younger people to our offices. He said, he's going to be he's 76. Yeah. Um, so he's, I think, a year younger than Trump, and then I think Biden is 80. So, he's really just wanting to have a younger person in the party. So it really just says what's going to happen now in the Senate race. Now, as for declared candidates, all we have is Trent Sachs, the mayor of Riverton, um, who is, if we go down the polling, he's only polling really at 4%. Then again, the other two people who are polling really big are not running. That's Mitt Romney, obviously, and the Attorney General of Utah, Sean Reyes, has declined to run as well. So that kind of leaves the question: who's going to run? Um, and there's not really a clear cut candidate on who's really on to win. If I don't think Trent Staggs wins, he could win if he's the only one that runs. That's of major note. Trent Staggs will probably become the next senator in Utah. Um, Brad Wilson could be a nominee, and also let me see if I can find him. I don't think Jason Chaffetz will run, but he could run. He's formed was publicly expressed interest. John Curtis probably won't run. Um, I think he likes his seat. Um, it really seems that it's going to be Brad Wilson. But DeAndre Harrison and Deidre Henderson, I think that's how you pronounce it, Lieutenant Governor, could be running. I don't necessarily see that happening, but that's really the only person that I could see. Maybe Mike Kennedy, who ran in 2018, um, narrowly lost the nomination. Well, narrowly lost the initial nomination for senator at the because they have a weird way they nominate. They don't vote unless nobody gets above 60% of delegates in like the Republican nomination. And Mike Kennedy actually outperformed um, Senator Mitt Romney in that initial thing, but once they started voting, Mitt Romney just swept the floor with Mike Kennedy. So Mike Kennedy could run. But that leads to the question: who's going to run against him? And you have all these people that are really not going to be competitive candidates. I mean, yeah, you're the minority leader of the Utah Senate. You have former representative for Utah's fourth. You have all these other candidates who would be strong candidates. Like I'm not saying they will not be strong candidates. They would be great candidates, but in any other state besides the state of Utah. And with that being said, I think one person who's not listed on this anything here that could be a candidate, and I have not seen them raised up, is Evan McMullen. He ran for president in 2016 to take votes away from Donald Trump in the state of Utah. That was his main goal. And he ran in the 2022 Senate race against Mike Lee, losing by about 100,000 votes. But Mike Lee while he is more of a, you know, that's the word I'm looking for, just more right wing candidate, it, he still is well liked in the state and did, fairly well. Um, and you see that Evan McMullen never ran as a Democrat, but he was, endorsed by the Democratic Party as the candidate in the state. And I mean, he did pretty well. And I could see Evan McMullen rerunning again as a Democrat. And I see that with an open seat and with not any strong Republican candidates as opposition at the moment, Evan McMullen could win a Senate seat in Utah. Do I think it's, would I put money on it? No. Um, I would definitely not put money on that. But it is a possibility now that Mitt Romney is gone. There's an open seat. There's not a lot of good candidates that are declared. Any good, strong candidate has pretty much said, I'm not running. Mitt Romney, Sean Reyes, Chris Stewart, who's resigning, would be a good candidate. Robert Ryan, maybe even. Um, there's no real good candidate at the moment. And I think Evan McMullen could really take advantage of that. Being a moderate Republican in the state. Well, he, again, endorsed by the Democratic Party. He's an independent, but he's a moderate independent in the sense of he's a Republican in the sense that he's what Donald Trump would call a rhino. He's not a he's he's not in the sense of kind of just the traditional Republicans that you see in the Senate now. He's more like a Lisa Murkowski or even Mitt Romney. They're very similar. Um, so I could see Evan McMullen running, and I'm surprised that they don't have him down. Is there? I mean, let me see if there. I doubt there's like something that says afterwards. Blah, 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 blah. I guess we could Google it. Um, but save that for another video. David Evan McMullen, everybody, woo! But yeah, I could really see this being now that Mitt Romney is retiring, and that there's no solid candidate who's even like expressed interest. Um, I could see an upset in the state of Utah, especially if someone like Evan McMullen runs. But that was today's video. It's going to be pretty short. Just kind of just breaking news and kind of how I see it's affecting the 24th cycle. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.